Hello,
Hi, Rian.
hi, Abhishek. Hi, hi. Very
Welcome
good
to the
afternoon.
World Education Summit School Education Session.
Thank you
So,
so much.
Rian, we are live right now. Our audience are watching us on the 18th World Education on our 3D platform, that is Avatar. So, I request all my audience here. We have Mr. Ryan Banjara, music head from Furtados School of Music. And here he is going to give an exclusive presentation. Ryan, are you going to do a presentation right now? Do you have a deck ready?
Yes. I am going to present. So
Huh.
I share my screen and
So sure, Ryan. So I just request all my audience. So if you have any questions, just put your questions in the Q&A section. We will take it live with Mr. Ryan regarding regarding the initiative Fatados School of Music doing in the school education, how they are doing the music innovation in the education sector. There is much more learning that we will see in the deck of the Ryan. And anything other procedure, you just take it proceed by the Q&A section. So, Ryan, I just request you, can you share the screen so that we can check it live?
sure. Just a minute. I'm just trying to.
Sure, Ryan. So, till then, I will tell the audience also we have a booth of Furtados in our exhibition hall also where we have a team. If after this deck, you can, if you have any, if you want to avail the solution, if you want to do a face-to-face meeting, if you want to do a chat, you can directly go to the Furtado booth and you can directly avail the solution. So, Ryan, can you make it as a full screen?
Um, I think this is okay. I'm
Actually, we are
trying.
able to see, but we are seeing the deck slide stack also.
You're seeing the slide tab. Okay, let me see. Okay, yeah. I
Okay,
think
now
it's
it is
better.
okay. Yes,
It's
yes,
better. Yeah. Okay.
yes. So, yeah, the stage is yours. I request to share all the initiative taken by the Furtados in the education sector. Then
Sure.
after that, I will take the Q&A section live. Post your deck.
Yes. Thanks, Abhishek. Thank you so much. Thank you for all our people who have joined in. It's such a pleasure to have you here. And my name is Ryan Bangera, and I have been in the music space now for close to 18 years. Been in the corporate space and now in the music space. I must tell you that I can't thank God enough that I have been here currently, especially that we are in this COVID times, at times like these where one needs to de-stress, and one needs to really feel a little lighter in the spirit. There's nothing much that we can do except for maybe listening to some good music or dancing on our feet and making lives a little better. But Furtado School of Music has come up with some amazing stuff for the world around. And, I'm proud to say that I'm one of those leaders who is making an impact in the lives of all those, especially during this pandemic. So, just to give you a brief of who we are and where we really belong and what we've been up to, we are a 154-year-old organization where we've been existing in this country in the retail business of instruments. And it was the vision of our leaders to now move into the education space. So, not just about selling instruments, but also educating people and making that much needed impact in the lives of all our students. That's where Furtado School of Music was born in 2011, and we are in approximately 145 schools, 15 centers all across the country, and we've impacted close to 75,000 children. We are the largest music education organization in the country currently, and we've catered, like to close to 75,000 students. In fact, even in this online space, there has been such an amazing boom that we've seen people lapping up every course that we've tried to take, tried to put forth. When India was struck with the lockdown on March 23rd, there was so much of ambiguity, but I must tell you, it just took us about 7 days flat to come up with the whole online course because we were already up there in the digital stream. Not just that, even students and parents were very worried what to do during the vacations because everybody was locked down at home. But I must tell you, we've curated the summer camp, which became a super hit. So all the schools that you see currently on the screen, they have laptop our courses. The summer camps went on not just for 1 or 2 weeks, but went on for months together. The summer doesn't seem to end, and we are very happy to let you know that we have another one coming up. So that's giving you a short impact of what we've done in the online space. We also have an established property called Bandit, which is the brainchild of our team, and we've come up with this idea of putting the entire student community together. With having different band performances, representing their schools, having this whole pan India competition, and today it has been such an amazing platform that even during COVID, we had this Bandit Festival that was taken part by close to 50 odd schools across the country that got qualified. There were participants that came on from approximately 500 schools otherwise, and it was a grand experience. We have Cadence, which is a perfect end to an annual event of the year, and we've curated many such events across the board where people just don't just learn music, but they also get a chance to perform. I mean, we provided platforms for every instrument. Just 2 months back, if you go on to any of our page, on Facebook especially, you will see that there's a fest for every instrument. So that's every instrument category, be it percussion, be it vocals, be it brass, be it wind, and string, etc. So that's the beauty of having, online. And like I said, we've had this whole exposure with the mental wellness workshop with HDFC, HSBC. Large corporate houses have tied up with us because everybody knows the impact of having wellness as another important aspect, especially in the lives of people who are working currently from home. We've also had webinars with reputed artists, and we've given enough traction to all those who wish to know more about what is happening in the music space. We have on Instagram we have our workshops which happen every alternate day. On Facebook we have our workshops which happen on Sundays, and so that's us trying to communicate to the audience that here we are, all ready for you. If you want to learn anything, any form of music from us, we are up and ready. And the social media exposure. So like you can see on the screen, we've reached out to everybody from the age group of 8 to 35. And, we've been out there in the market, and all of this is pure organic growth. This is not just in the urban areas, also the tier 1, tier 2 cities, places where you must have not even heard of music education. We've tried to make that impact, and that's giving you a small glimpse of our impact on ground in rural Maharashtra, in Andhra, in Karnataka. We've also been, these are some of our accolades, our awards and recognitions that we've received in the last many years. And I must also tell you that we are partners with Berklee College of Music. In fact, Furtados School of Music is one of those schools that currently has a tie-up with NMIMS and is giving a program for diploma and degree education for those who want to learn and pursue music further. You must have not heard about this a few years back, but we've made this possible today. And like I've already discussed about the summer workshop, that's been a super hit. But what really turned out to be the most meaningful experience today, and all of us know that schools have been literally shut. We really don't know when the vaccination is going to be for the kids, that they may feel secure and parents may feel secure. Currently our current country has just started the whole process. But, when we look at the future, one thing I can say that whether it is online or whether it is offline, Furtados School of Music has already made that impact. And in fact, we've had a catapult jump already, when we talk about the whole experience of curating a curriculum that is for your child available online. So when I say available online, we're talking about a curriculum called Learn Buddy, and I want to share a short video about what Learn Buddy is. But before I share that, I want to just tell you a quick glimpse. This is, it's a superior and engaged learning experience. Um, the whole idea being that if one has to really learn music online, you can have a teacher on the screen, but maybe what happens after your 40 minutes class? You don't have access to practice. There is no access to staff notations. You don't know whether you're playing it right or wrong. There is no availability of a lab setup. If one has to see, okay, if you're reading staff notations, are you reading it correctly? And there are a lot of places where we've seen people tend to compromise on a lot of things, but we've said no to it. We said we're not going to compromise. We're going to give the best to our students, and this is across guitar, across keyboard, and across the vocal space. We've also catered to the pre-primary. So we know that a lot of parents are a little anxious about what do our kids learn, but if they want to learn music with us, we've got something special for them. So I'll just play a short video for you. This is with respect to the whole Learn Buddy platform. Just a minute. Yeah, I think I need to share audio. Sorry, I'm just going to try that again. So that's the audio file. Yeah. I hope you can see the screen.
Lesson, we will learn to play bars 1 to 4 of the trombone section.
All chords are played in whole notes. Let's try together now. And ready, steady, clap and say shh to F, F.
Let me explain what an organ is before you take us off track. An organ is a type of keyboard instrument in which sound is produced with the help of wind, just like all the wind.
Today, we're going to learn something that's pretty cool. Today, we're going to learn something that's pretty cool. And that is, hold on. Why am I repeating myself? Because I'm standing between a repeat mark.
Ready, steady, ready, listen. Die, free, die, free, go, free, go.
E, like this. And the fifth finger of your left hand needs to be kept on the note E, like this.
We will learn to play the bass section for bars 1
We will
to
learn
4.
the first organ parts for
We
bars
will learn
1
to
to
play
4.
bars 5 to 8 of the trombone section of the song. And then a piano part. And lastly, a flute melody. Football, getting wet in the rain, sitting on roller coasters, playing my keyboard, reading books, watching cartoons, drawing pictures, taking photos.
So that's giving you a short glimpse about the work, the kind of work we've put in creating this whole curriculum. Also a lot of us may think that, okay, my child can learn, but maybe he's an average child and he takes some time to grasp, while the others may feel, hey, you know what, I can learn this really faster. So we've curated it in such a way that the orchestration is done for the class to play it according to their level. If they have grasped things really faster, we have a section that can challenge them. For those of us who take time to learn, we've got a section that can really help them take it easy and play and enjoy the music. And the whole, currently we're doing a lot of recitals in the schools in the online space. So we see a lot of schools coming up and saying that, hey, we've come to the end of the year, we want to see what they've learned. And when we've done these recitals, the kind of reactions that we get from schools is amazing, and it's very, very extremely gratifying and satisfying. In fact, all of them that have been currently learning with us this year have also re-enrolled with us for the next year. So we're really looking forward to have you and your students experience this amazing product called Learn Buddy. We've got a lot of things already on display in our stalls, and I hope that you kind of go and have a look at it and gain some more info about what we can offer to your students. So that's about it from my end. If there's any questions, anything that you would want to ask, I'd be happy to address.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for this wonderful video and the deck that you have shared. And I would like to ask you one question that Ryan, by as you are in the music industry, you have in the education industry as well. One second, Ryan, my voice is echoing, I think. Now it
No,
is
I can
okay?
hear. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, so Ryan, my question is that what is the impact like if any children is following the music curriculum also and you doing the science aspect? So what is the impact on the children brain that helps music on that how to evolve the things in future? So Ryan, what is your experience regarding that?
So, Abhishek, the whole point is, if there has to be some kind of creativity that a child has to gain through, or if there has to be an oxygen rush in the child, it needs to happen through some form of activity. Physical activity at this point of time is quite curtailed, because of many reasons. But there could be a lot of activities that I can work with my hands. It could be gross or fine motor skills. So that's what we're trying to imbibe. We are trying to help the child enjoy and relish the experience that they're playing. What this does, it adds a lot of freshness to their mind each time they play a new piece or each time they sing. It adds a de-stress factor. So there's a lot of benefit when you learn music and when you start playing music for somebody. The kind of appreciations you receive, the kind of warmth you receive. Not just that, imagine you getting a accreditation at the end of the year for a Trinity College London certificate saying that now you're qualified as a musician for a grade 1 or a grade 2 or an intermediate level. Isn't that amazing? I mean, when you go back to the corporate world and you show that, okay, during COVID, this is what I've done. I've used my time wisely. That adds another feather to the cap.
Thanks. And Ryan, does your team help in buying the equipments also? That which equipments because this is a major
Yes.
challenge for the people that are we able to buy the guitar from this shop? Is there any facility provided by your side, Ryan?
Yes. So we do have, like we discussed, we are also a retail organization. Our parent organization is a retail one. So you want any kind of instrument you can buy. Plus, we offer the rent and learn, because we know that a lot of them have
Mm.
issues with, paying it at one shot.
Mm.
So you want to pay it for a couple of months, use the instrument, and then give it back. You could do so. So we've got that option as well.
And then one more thing that if any individual student want to avail your solution, he can come. Or for what will the practice if any school want to take the solution for the bulk of the students? So what is the procedure for that, Ryan?
So currently, we've we've offered this whole Learn Buddy program because we understand that schools have limited resources. There could be individuals in the team who is good with music, but just to get a completely new music curriculum is a problem currently at this time, or a new music teacher hiring, that could be a problem. So that's why you've got this whole Learn Buddy curriculum. So in Learn Buddy, basically we've got, we service for the grade 1 to grade 8 students for vocals, Indian vocals, for Western vocals, for keyboard, and for guitar. While for the pre-primary, we've got another curriculum called Music is Fun, which is again all in the digital space. So students get to experience learning, and they get to experience the whole practicality of playing it along. How you could get in touch with us, I'm sure there is a coordinate that is available in the stall, which can be provided to all of you, and you can get in touch with us through learnbuddy@fsm.net.in. There is an email ID that we've got, and a phone number as well.
Thanks, Ryan. And I think there's a much more knowledge that audience can gain. If you want to avail the solution, you can visit Furtados stall at our exhibition hall. If you click on the exhibition hall, you will see the store of Furtados. You directly visit it, post your message, and they will help you out to how to avail these solutions. And there are much more offerings that Furtados team is right now giving to the schools who are availing this solution in these 4 days. There are many much more programs that can be do in your school by the Furtados team. So I request all the audience to go right now to the Furtados team and post your queries what you want to do in terms of learning, in terms of the music, in every aspect Furtados team will help you. So thank you, Ryan. Thank you very much for giving your precious time to the Team for Education Summit. And we will hope you in our next event also by playing the guitar or anything that you will see. And this is a speaker certificate presented from the World Education Summit to Mr. Ryan Bangera, Music Head, Furtados School of Music. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for giving your precious time to us. And it was a wonderful session, wonderful video, and wonderful work your team doing right now in the education space. I think everyone should avail this solution because many students should learn how to know music, and music has no language. It will just create your maximum creativity and the critical skills. Thank you,
Abhishek,
Ryan.
I want
Yes,
to
sir.
suggest, since there is a little bit of time, that if you can just give,
Yes, yes, Ryan.
and this is a small activity that we can conduct. Everybody can just maybe fold your hands like this. Just fold your hands. Yeah. And now all you've got to tell me is which thumb, whether it's the right thumb or the left thumb, which is on top. So for some, it is the right, while I'm sure there are a lot of people in the audience, which is the left. Now that shows that side of your brain. So if it's the right, okay, it's the creative side of your brain, which is really strong. If it's the left, it's more of a technical organizing, that side of your brain, which is really strong. You may want to develop a certain side of your brain, in music. What music does is it helps balance both, because there are so many synapses that are created. आप जब कोई गलतियां करते हो, when you make any mistakes, there's a certain synapse that is created on your brain. So that really helps you in the long run, and that's the beauty of learning music. There is nobody who can criticize you for anything, because ultimately you're expressing your emotions. So that's from me. Thank you. Thanks, Abhishek. Sorry, you're muted. I can't hear you.
My fault. So there's a much more activity that Furtados School will help you to how to create your creative mind and the technical mind to be work on the make much more playroom. And I request audience right now, please don't miss it. Please visit the Furtados stall for this, and please avail the solution. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for giving your precious time.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Abhishek. Take care.